Hey, Savvy Shippers, welcome to Release News 1.8.0. We're bringing a different format to you this time. We got some pretty in-depth releases. As many of you guys know, Section 321 is now no longer, so every product that crosses from Canada into the US is requiring some sort of brokerage service of some sort, and we've got you covered with a lot of different options. And so Savvy Broker is a new feature that we're featuring this week, as well as some new functionality in our wallet, so you can now pay with e-transfer and wire transfer and that sort of stuff. And we also have new drop-off points as well. So we partnered with some UPS stores in the Greater Toronto area, and so you can now drop off your ShipSavvy packages at those locations, and that'll be expanding over time as well. So we're really excited to bring you these different pieces. We're going to go in depth into them. They're a little bit more meaty in terms of some of the features and stuff that we're doing. And so one of our members of the product team, Doms, has a walkthrough that he'll walk you through to show you how it actually works. And we'll go into that. So excited to bring you this format today, and let's get right into it. Okay, so as we mentioned, we're introducing Savvy Broker this week. Savvy Broker is a new functionality that allows customers to pick all the brokerage options and fill out all the information that they need so that they can cross the packages across that would normally have gone Section 321 or the de minimis service that used to exist going into the US, where you could ship products under $800 into the US. And so Savvy Broker allows customers to do shipments up to $2,500, and that limit will be expanding as well. We have different clearance options as well. So there's type 11, there's type 1, but we streamline it all for you in the portal and allow you to just very quickly make the shipments that you need, fill out the options that you need, manufacturer information if you need to, and go through those steps so that you can still quickly get your products across the border. So let's go through that demo right now.
Okay, in this video, I'm going to be demonstrating to you how we use Savvy Broker. So first off, you go to your new shipment, okay? And automatically, if your destination would be the US, all of your shipments will require informal entry, in which case, Savvy Broker will be an option. So let's just use this as an example. You can see that it does say it requires informal entry, and by default, Savvy Broker is already selected. Now, there are other options for this. However, we do recommend Savvy Broker because that's the quickest, and we think that you're going to have the most benefits using this service. Now, what are the changes, or how do we use Savvy Broker? Now, one of the key changes here is the use of the HTS code. Now, let's just say we're using blue socks as an example. Country of manufacturer, any would do. So let's just use United States. 125 product value, and then HTS code. Now I'm going to type random numbers, and right now our system can check if this exists or not. So right now, since it's all random, it says it's invalid. Now with the feature get HTS code, we now have the ability to search it for you. So we will have a recommendation based on what you input, and based on that we can have this. And now if you click on yes and utilize this recommendation, it'll of course save itself and it will be validated. Now you notice that there is additional fields here, right? So there are some specific HTS codes that do require manufacturer information for you to go through the brokerage process. In which case, as an example, the Blue Sox one would require manufacturer information. Now if we're going to be using a different one, let's just say we use a metal pipe, get the HTS codes. There's a different recommendation. If you use it, it doesn't need a manufacturer information. So everything is good here. Now, one of the additional features of Savvy Broker, let me just complete my package, okay, is on the checkout. Now, another feature that we added in is the ability for us to get or to calculate your duties automatically through our API. So unfortunately, it's something that we don't show during creation, but instead it'll be shown here when you check out. So using this as an example, you can see that when you go through here, there should be a calculation of estimate duties and taxes. So might be that this HTS code that I use doesn't have any duties and taxes for it, but in other cases where it does, it will be displayed here automatically. So yeah, there you have it. That's Savvy Broker for you.
Okay, and the next feature that we're excited to talk about is we're calling Wallet 2.0 internally. It's just the next iteration of the wallet and credit system that's inside ShipSavvy. And so right now, a lot of our transactions end up getting charged against credit cards. at the point of time when it happens. As we have to start collecting duties and taxes in advance, those numbers get quite big, right? The amount for duties is sometimes $50 a package, whereas the shipping might only be $12. And so to make that a little bit easier for everybody on credit card fees and those type of things, we've opened up electronic funds transfers and the ability to pre-fund your wallet so that you can take care of these transactions. Some transactions require payment to happen at the point of shipment. So things like duties, as we estimate those up front, we require those to be paid before the shipment will be crossed because we pay it at the time of crossing as well with the brokerage service. Some of those things need to get funded in advance, and for high volume shippers, credit card limits and timings around that isn't the best way to do it. And so what they choose to do is pre-fund their account maybe once a week, look at the regular balance that they would go through, and then just put enough money in there to fund all the shipments and everything for a week. And so we'll go through some of those functionalities and kind of how that works. If you guys are interested in taking advantage of that stuff, just reach out to us at any point and we'll be happy to get it set up for you.
Now, if you recall, originally the wallet was part of this section right here, but now it's isolated by itself here on the solo section. And instead of the breakdown of the different types of wallets for credits, it'll now just be a single account for credits, and we are introducing a new account called deposits. So what are these two new accounts? So let me elaborate further. Let's go into the wallet section. Now, if you remember, our old wallet looks like just a display of all your credit cards. The only thing you can do is manage your cards, delete and add new cards, and then select your default one. But now, this UI or this page has multiple functionalities. First off, let's go with your two accounts. Now, your credit account, just a quick recap, a credit account is consumed when you pay for an order, but only to reduce service fees or delivery fees that we have. So it doesn't apply to anything else other than those fees. And for credits, these can be obtained by if a customer overpays. So let's say, for example, you paid for your shipment and then for some reason package dimensions needs to be corrected and you basically overpaid, so we give you back some of your value through credits. So this will be consumed on orders. Now the new account that is added here on this feature is what we call the deposit account. So the main key difference between the two is the deposit account is manually triggered, meaning you cannot gain this unless you transfer and have it added in here in your account, or how would you say if you funded it. And deposit account is something you can use to fully pay for an order, just like a credit card. So if you have an order of, let's say, $15, yeah, this would cover the full $15, not just the shipping fee, not just the duty and taxes, but the whole thing, the whole order. So that's the main difference between the two. Now you can also see the wallet transactions here at the bottom. So wallet transactions, meaning any type of transaction that uses the two accounts, will be displayed here. Either adding values or reducing values, it's going to be shown here. So you can see as an example. Now, what would be this new button called the add payment method? So there's two pieces here. First off is our original add new card functionality. So it's still here. Now the second one is more of a UI piece. Now this is still a work in progress, meaning right now it's just a UI text. It acts as a guide for how you can transfer fundings for your deposit account. But in the near future, this is something that can be automated, something that you can do the funding by yourself here within the portal. So stay tuned for that feature. But right now, this is what we have. So yeah, other than this, so if you go to the checkout, let's try to show you guys an example. Let's try to pay for this one. There's a UI piece on the checkout page wherein you can select whether you want it, the deposit account or a credit card to be your payment method. So let me just give you guys a quick peek at that. So here, before it's just this card and this, but now you have the option to select either the credit card or your deposit account. So unfortunately, my deposit account is empty, but yes, you can use that here, right? So that's it.
Okay, and now we're excited to announce our new third-party drop-off points. So this is an expanding network that you'll see spread across Canada. We're starting with 3 UPS store locations in the Greater Toronto area, and so you can, those are listed up on our website right now, so you can go to ShipSavvy.com and you can see those locations listed there, as well as any new locations that come up over time. They'll always get added there. But you can just simply go there like you would any other normal shipment, pre-print your label at home, put it on your packages. If that location is closest to you, feel free to go drop that off. You'll see signage when you walk in the location. The people there will be friendly and be able to help you out. 2 of them are located in Walmart locations, I believe, so that might be a really convenient stop for your sort of daily routes or kind of regular routines. And so we're excited to expand this and introduce it inside the platform, and we'll expand the network over time. So let's see how this works inside the platform.
We're going to be sharing to you one of our new features for ShipSavvy, which is adding the third-party drop-off points, or what we call the DOP. Now, how would we utilize this DOP? So it's to start off, let's go to our shipment creation form. Now, it's actually pretty straightforward. So the moment you go here, you will have additional options for your starting point. Originally, you only have our warehouses and your own address if you prefer a first mile, but now you can see that we have 3 options for a potential drop-off point. So you have your UPS store in Brampton inside Walmart, you have UPS store for Burlington, and you also have a UPS store for Markham. Now if you select any of these 3, automatically the system will detect that this is a drop-off. Same thing as what will happen if you select our warehouses. Now, system-wise, this is basically it. There isn't any changes on your product information here. It will be the same process flow as how you do a normal drop-off shipment. So one of the key changes in the back end is that, or rather in the process, is that you now have the ability to drop it off on a different store or a different place other than our warehouses. And then we have our trucks to go get your package on a daily basis, get it from the UPS store, and then basically process it back at our warehouses. So yeah, that is our DOP drop-off points.
All right, so as you can see, we've got a lot of good stuff coming your way. Actually, everything that we just kind of went through is live in the platform now. So go test it out. Savvy Brokers for your cross-border shipments from Canada into the US. Wallet 2.0 just allows high-volume shippers to pre-fund their accounts and take care of customs and duties quicker, just basically speeding up the entire cross-border shipping process. And we've got these new drop-off points, so it's increasingly more convenient to use ShipSavvy and get the packages into the network and on the way right away. So thanks for joining us this week. Let us know if you have any feedback on the format. If you like it, you love it, doesn't really matter. We'll listen to it and we'll adjust as we go. But hope it helps, and we'll talk to you soon.